what we try to develop. We are developing a Savannah Safari purchasing merchandise service system using Visual Basic to manage and streamline merchandise purchases. This system is designed for administrators to input data, including the number of items purchased and the price of each product. The system will automatically calculate the total price of the merchandise based on these inputs, providing an efficient and accurate way to handle purchase transactions. Then, the discount amount will be shown after the total price is calculated, and finally the final price is shown. This solution aims to simplify the merchandise management process, minimize manual errors, and ensure accurate financial calculations. Next, I would like to explain the scenario of the system. The input for the Savannah Safari purchasing merchandise service system includes the number of purchases and the selection of a merchandise item from 4 available options, which is plushies, water bottles, t-shirts, and keychains. Administrators will specify the quantity of items purchased and choose the merchandise type, allowing the system to identify the corresponding price for accurate calculations. Once the inputs are provided, the process involves validating the inputs, retrieving the price associated with the selected merchandise, and calculating the total purchase amount by multiplying the number of purchases by the price per item. After calculating the total, the system will check for applicable discounts based on predefined conditions, apply the discount if eligible, and compute the final price. The system will then generate the output, which includes the final price, the total amount before the discount applied, and a detailed summary of the purchase, such as the merchandise type, quantity purchased, and the calculated cost. This ensures efficiency, accuracy, and a streamlined workflow for managing merchandise transactions. Move on to objectives. 1. To calculate automatically merchandise prices based on type of merchandise. 2nd, to calculate the total cost of merchandise by considering the type of merchandise purchased for any applicable discounts or promotions to the customers.
Next will be the flowchart. This flowchart was created to be as reference for complete program or source code. For the first flowchart, we will start with start. Next will be the input, which is password that we set as 12345. Then the process, which is enter the password that we have set as 12345. If it's not, message box will display as it's shown the password is incorrect. But if it was yes, it will go straight to connector, which is next interface. From the connector in the first interface, next will be start. Proceed with type of merchandise. If no, the message box will display as please select a merchandise item. But if yes, it will proceed to type of merchandise. First, t-shirt. If yes, it will calculate the number of purchase times the price of t-shirt. If no, it will proceed to the next item, which is keychain. If yes, it will proceed to number of purchase times the price of keychain. If no, it will proceed to the next item, which is customized bottle. If yes, it will calculate by number of purchase times the price. If no, it will proceed to panda plushie, which is the next item. Then, the flowchart will be proceed to process, which is calculate the total price, and next, the decision, which is discount. If yes, the discount will apply, then go to the final price. And if it's not, it will go straight to the next process, which is final price. Then, it will go to the output, which is show the total price, discount, and final price. Next, the decision, which is there any other purchase. If no, it will go straight to exit. And if yes, it will go back to type of merchandise, which is the input.
The user login design, the user and password is using the label heading. There is 2 text box to enter the input, while there is 2 button, which is clear button and next button. The TXT user text will automatically be filled with admin user. Form login event. For the input, no user input is needed because the user text box should be automatically filled with the text admin. Sample 2, login button, click next button. Input, the correct password login for input should meet the condition for text box. The input is 12345 and the action is click the next button. The output will show the next form, which is form Savannah Safari, and the current login form should be hidden. Login button, click next button. Input the incorrect password, enter in the text box password. For example, 54321. Action, click the next button. Output, the message box appear with the following text, incorrect password. The title is error and the message box button, okay. Icon is error.
Now we go to the second interface, which is Savannah Safari Merchandise. This is the view of the second interface. As for the process, the seller will enter the number of purchases and select a merchandise to calculate the total price. If it is applicable for discount, then we calculate a total discount based on the total price. Also, if the seller wants to calculate purchases again, they can click the clear button and enter the number of purchases again. If they don't want, they can exit with clicking the exit button. Now we go to the coding side. First, we need to declare all the variable based on the interface and calculation for the output. After that, we validate number of purchases using integer.trypass and using method or else if the number of purchases. If the number of purchases is less or equal to 0, then a message box will appear with a text, please enter valid number of purchases. After that, we declare item price as double and the user need to choose one of the merchandise item. If the user choose t-shirt, then the price will be 35. Else, if the user choose kitchen, the price will be 15. It is also applicable for panda plushie and customized bottle, which is with the item price 50 and 35. If the user don't choose any of the item, a message box will appear with a text, please select a merchandise item. Because the system cannot calculate it, then the system will calculate it using looping, which is a do while loop. First, we declare the variable, which is I, as integer equal to 0. If the number of purchases is 3, then it will do the summation why it is less than the number of purchases. If the number of purchases is 3, it will calculate the total price for first amount, which is 1. 1 is equal to 35 ringgit. Then the number of purchases will plus 1, it will be equal to 2. Then after that, 2 will be plus 1, then it will be equal to 3. After that, the looping will end. After after calculating using looping, it will apply a discount based on the total price. If it is more or equal to 100 for the total price, then the customer will get a 10% discount. Else, if the total price is more or equal to 200, then the customer will get a 20% discount. Same goes to the more or equal to 250, the customer will get a discount of 25%. After that, it will calculate the final price, which is final price equal to total price minus discount, and we display the output. The label will display the output of RM and the total price with 2 decimal places. Same goes to the total discount and final price. Now we go to the clear button and also exit button. If the customer want to purchase the merchandise again, the user can click the clear button and enter the amount of purchases or the number of purchases again. If the user click this button, all of the input will be cleared, which is number of purchases text box, level of total price, level of discount, and also level of final price. And also all of the merchandise that have been chosen earlier will be cleared using this button. If the customer choose to purchase t-shirt, it will be cleared using this button, and they can purchase again for the second merchandise. Then after that, if the customer doesn't want to purchase anymore, the user can click the exit button and the application will be closed. Now we go to the sample input or output for the second form, which is the selected merchandise form, Savannah Safari merchandise. First sample input or output is if the user enter invalid number of purchases. If the user enter invalid number of purchases, which is 1, and select merchandise t-shirt, a message box will appear with the message, please enter valid number of purchases and no further calculation will proceed. And another one, if the user enter invalid negative number, which is -5, and select a merchandise, which is t-shirt, a message box will appear with the message, please enter valid number of purchases and no further calculation will proceed. The input is invalid non-numeric value and also invalid negative number. The output will be the message box and no further calculation will be proceed. For the second sample input or output, it will be no merchandise selected handling. If the user don't select any merchandise, the input in the text box of number of purchases is 3 and no merchandise selected, the output will appear a message box with the message, please select a merchandise item and no further calculation will proceed. The third sample is if the user have entered all of the input and has a valid calculation scenario. If the user enter text box number of purchases equal to 2 and select a merchandise which is t-shirt, the calculation will be 35 times 2 equal to 17 and total price will be less. If it's less than 100, then no discount will be applied. Then the final price will be 17 minus 0 equal to 70. The output will be in the label of total price, total discount, and final price. Total price will be 17, total discount will be 0, and total or final price will be 70. The third sample, if the valid calculation but no discount applied. For the fourth sample input or output is the customer purchase kitchen with 10% discount. The input will be in the text box, which is in the number of purchases will be 10, and the selected merchandise is kitchen, which is the price is 15 each. The calculation will be the total price is 10 times 15 equal to 150. The discount will be 150 times 0.1, which is 10%. It will be equal to 10% discount applied. The final price will be 150 minus 15, which is the discount price, and it will be equal to 135. The output will be in the label total price, label total discount, and also label of final price, which is total price equal to 150, total discount will be equal to 100 RM 50 ringgit, and final price will be RM 135. For the fifth sample input or output, if the customer purchase an item with more than 200 and get a 20% discount, the input will be in the text box of the number of purchases is 8, and the customer select a merchandise of panda plushie, which is the price is equal to 50 ringgit each. The calculation will be total price 8 times 50 equal to 400, and the discount will be applied is 20% because it is more than 200. 40% times 0.2, it is equal to 80 ringgit. And the final price will be 400 minus 80 equal to 320 ringgit. The output will be in the total price label, total discount label, and also the final price label, which is total price will be 400, total discount will be 80 ringgit, and the final price will be 320 ringgit. Now we go to the last sample input or output for form 2, which is if the customer purchase a selected merchandise. In this case, the customer select customized bottle, and the customer get 25% discount. The input will be in the text box, which is the number of purchases text box will be equal to 10, and the selected merchandise is customized bottle, which is the price is equal to 35 ringgit each. The calculation will be total price equal to 35 times 10 and equal to 350. The discount will be applied for 25% discount because the total price is more or equal to 250, and the discount calculation will be 315 times 0.25 equal to 87.5 15 cents, and the final price will be equal to 350 minus 87.5 equal to 262.5 ringgit. The output will be in the total price level, total discount level, and also final price level. The total price will be equal to 315. The total discount will be 87.50 80 ringgit and 50 cents, and the final price will be 262 ringgit and 15 cents.